Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. There used to be a movie I used to see. I seen when I was. There was Warriors. Yeah, the movie name was called Warriors. It was about gangs in New York. I don't remember everything about the movie, but I do remember the part when the other gangs and I was supposed to have their little gang fight in Coney Island somewhere in Brooklyn. Dude was saying, Warriors, come out and play. That was the part of the movie that was all I could remember. Anyway, y'all, I wanted to say that it's been 7 years, y'all. Yeah, it's been 7 years. 2019 up until 2025. It's been 7 years that Robert Sylvester Kelly has been incarcerated, that he went through the process. And now you can look back and rewind some of the things that had taken place and some of the people that were involved that played their part with their lies, manipulation, greed, extortion, all the crime that was taking place around this man. And he's like, I don't know what's going on. Like I described to you the last video, he doesn't know what's going on. Does anybody know I'm innocent? Like we just saw that episode with Gail King, him on the stage in front of the world, being played. They playing this game. Like how they sit in these high positions of power and use their power to destroy innocent lives when people don't want to take any part of their wickedness or don't want to be a part of it, and they doing evil and they being bullies. They use money to overpower people. The government is a bully. It's a bully. They could use anybody. They could use your mother. They could use your sister, your brother, or anybody to come against you, to turn on you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But when you get to know Christ, you're not afraid of them. You are not afraid of none of it. Fret not thyself because of evildoers. Fret not thyself. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He leads me besides the still water. All of these psalms and prayers that you need to know in life, because this is how it is. God's been talking to us all the time that Robert Sylvester Kelly, for that music industry, was the sheep laid up for the slaughter. To take the attention off of what they're doing. Really, everything that they're doing. Remember while we was watching the Gail King interview and Robert was talking about the girls being raped and bound and chained, and he was talking about the music industry where they end up dead. So many people came out and told you that that place was going on. It's not anything that they need to find out who is doing this. They know who's doing it. The government. For the order for these people to be doing it and getting away with it the way they have been and been digging holes for to try to keep things quiet, that this is not what's going, the business, this is a business, this is, hey, we big money man, and this is going to ruin people. People ain't going to come to us anymore for to do their records and this, that, and the other. When we got entertainment, black people, we entertain ourselves. We when we grew up in the church, and I never forget that, why the church always told us when we go out in the world about secular music, the secular music stuff, we can't bring that in the church. There's a reason why, because it's for the devil. This is what Robert was saying when he said, I sold myself to the devil. He sees it more clearly now, what he was around. And he kept crying, this ain't about music. They wanted to control him, they wanted to use him as the sheep for the slaughter, to get, say he's the predator and the trapper. And they had the money to do it, because the money they took from him and a whole lot of other people in the entertainment world that sold themselves to this industry, and the parents that put their children in this industry for the fame, and to turn out like this young lady right here. Believe it or not, when everybody else wasn't paying attention, she was already saying it. It was the feds. She was being honest. But for her to, when they locked Robert up, she had to switch it around. She had to switch her story around on the sake of her life. But but it's not over. This is something that's going to be a part of her life, just like the stains and everything that's on Robert's name, all the lies they told, all the evil that they plotted to do, everything that they participated in to do is going to definitely stay with them forever. It's going to haunt them for the rest of their lives. Until the day they turn to dust. It's going to be with them forever, for eternity. That's what you call eternal hell. Living in eternal hell. If they don't get right with God and come clean with their heart and ask for forgiveness. But being that they so bound up with Satan, is they bound up with Satan, because Satan right now, like, my money, and oh, they're gonna do this to me and they're gonna do that to me, or whatever, whatever. There's no way out but death. But the thing is that while you here on this earth, try to get right before you leave this earth. That's why we have the Bible. The basic instructions before life ends. Go, you can't get right with them when they dead and gone. And you can't get right with them when you dead and gone. You got to get right with them right now. God is giving you the time to continue to be here on this earth. Nobody knows the time, or the hour when death comes. Comes like a thief in the night. So that's why each and every day that we live, we ought to get right with God. That's why I always try to start my conversation off in the morning when I talk to y'all, when I do my first video, with Our Father's Prayer. So I can see and feel and know, okay, what's ahead. And God, and keep my mind lifted in high esteem and in the Lord, helps me be able to see through my spiritual lens, to be able to make the right choices when I see things and, discern good from evil. So when you're around a lot of noise, around the people, when you're around the party life and things that's just feeding your flesh or whatever, you can't see your ignorance. You can't even see your way. You blind. You an illusion. It's an illusion. God got to get you away from everything and everybody just so you can hear, feel, and see Him. So this right here about the Claries that I have in my title, Azreil and her parents that will be meeting with the feds. Oh yeah, you are going to have to come to meet your judgment. And it's going to also be your crimes. You all going to have to face your crimes. You hear me? Because remember, God made the devil too. So you all going to have to face your crimes. And what you committed in your crimes was also considered a RICO. A RICO. Racketeering, sex trafficking, let me see, sex trafficking, of course, prostitution and whatever like that, and extortion with money. The parents, you actually going to be charged because of the fact that you put your daughter up to this, to commit this crime. Okay? You sold your daughter to the industry. You sold your daughters to the industry. So RICOs will be coming to you soon. While they are working on R. Kelly's appeal, they'll be working on your RICO. Okay? Now oh yeah, this is something that's going to go on for quite some time, y'all. So get ready for it. Follow, stay in this, in the loop, okay? Because all these people are going to get hit with RICOs. Like, this is the time now because they committed a crime. The parents committed a crime for selling. I say the Claries. I don't know about the Savages. Savages, they going to be on their own crime. Because I just looked back and I just saw some things that I didn't know, that Joycelyn, their daughter, has announced her engagement to R. Kelly. Now let's move on. Um, they will be getting, they got all the videos, all the footage, all the everything. Okay, they got all the stuff that they need to clean, clean. Now, Azrael, her sentence may be a little bit different, you know, on her charges than what her parents are going to get. Her mother and her father, especially that dad, oh, he gonna get it. But anyway, because he was, oh boy, he was all over social media saying some insane things. Alice, she gonna get hit. She's the one who actually gave her daughter the coaching of what to do and how to set R. Kelly up in the bedroom with her and be a minor. How she was a minor and her mother was giving her the coaching, like grooming her, what to do, what to say, how to say it. This is all in the courthouse. Read the transcripts. Those transcripts was done in a certain way for a reason. Y'all think this is R. Kelly going down?
My parents saying, "Oh my God, I want you to be happy. I want my child to be happy. I'm happy with R. Kelly, so let me live my life. Like, let me live my life." First of all, only reason I was trying on stuff is because it's Joycelyn's birthday, and we're out and we're celebrating for her. And like literally, even before Robert was locked up, we were gonna celebrate anyways. Literally 1 month ago, I was in Florida doing hookah, turning up, living my life, and that's when I was with Robert. Okay? So for people saying, "Oh, she's held hostage, she can't do this, she can't do that." No, yeah. For my parents saying, "Oh my God, I want you."
Okay. I'm sure they got the whole video. I remember when she did it. Okay, when she was on here with her, saying other things about calling out the feds and calling out people into what she was saying to us. And then there was another part when Robert was um, locked up and everything, how she waited a while, maybe a month, maybe 2 months or so, and then she pops up on the video and she's gyrating and dancing in front of the camera with some hoochie clothes on. Some clothes that a woman that's supposed to be not wearing if they're in a relationship and they're not on the market. Okay? If they're in a relationship or they married, they should not be on the market. Okay? But she was on the market. She was selling herself on Instagram. They got the pictures. I mean, the videos is out there. Just like they came for Robert after he'd been acquitted in 2008. You think they not going to come for Angelo Clary and his wife Alice and their daughter Azreil about how this whole shit went down? Okay? In her part, you think they not? Because Azrael gave a lot of detail. She sat on platforms. She talked about her parents on quite a few platforms. Joycelyn, she has a lot of stuff. Well, Joycelyn ain't even in it because she's good. Okay, so far she's good. But her parents and Joycelyn had to disconnect herself from her parents. I mean, she loved them and all, but when it comes to a woman's heart and she's in love with a man and she wants to be with that man, no matter what you say to her, she gonna be with that man. You don't own her. Her heart is with that man. God laid that down in the law. What God brings together, no man or woman should bring apart, regardless to her age. She's old enough. She's an adult. How old is Joycelyn now? Joycelyn should be like 30 now. You got a problem with it? Go talk to Trump. Go talk to Trump. Big Papa over there in the White House. That's her choice. That's who she wants to be with. And that's who she loves. She fell in love with. She ain't got to let every man pass her around to find out who, if he wants to marry her or not, and going to take care of her and secure her. No, that's who her heart bet. That's who she wants to be with. So that's it. That's all. And I'm not talking about this one here in the video. I'm talking about the other girlfriend that they were saying he had two girlfriends. Um, um, but this one right here was just nasty. It was in her to be nasty and do nasty things for money and for attention and manipulation. She's just nasty. To me, she was. But like I said, there's always still room at the cross. There's room at the cross. You can always go to Jesus and ask for forgiveness. And then asking for forgiveness is not just talking and saying, I ask God for forgiveness and keep it secret. No, you got to ask for forgiveness to that person before, you know what I'm saying? You got to ask, you have to ask. I mean, people, like if I offended you, if you offended your brother or you did something to somebody and you wronged somebody and you want to apologize to the person and you want to ask for forgiveness, you have to go to them. And not only once you say it, you have to mean it in your actions. Never pick it up again. Never talk about it again to nobody. Don't bring it up again. Don't try to get nobody into don't bring up the conversation and, spark the fire again. Let it go. Once you ask for forgiveness and y'all came to an agreement on that, you got to let it go. You can't pick it up again because it's going to open up those wounds again. You don't want that. You got to let it go. So your best thing, Azreil, you need to be asking R. Kelly for forgiveness for whatever you did, you and your parents. Because y'all know doggone well none of those things y'all got up there and performed for in Hollywood and got on platforms and says were true. You need to get on the platform of the world like R. Kelly with Gayle King or whoever and ask for forgiveness and move on, and then your life can go better. And that's the only way God is going to take you in and lift that weight, that burden off of you. Because are, you and your parents both, okay, y'all all staged it. It was a performance. None of your tactics that you pulled on R. Kelly and have that innocent man sitting his 7 years of his life behind bars over a lie. You know doggone well you was taken well good care of. You were told to go home and you didn't want to go home. You wanted to remain there because of the lifestyle of your independence and your freedom. And be a part of the coke, the partying, the drugs, and being around all those other wealthy entertainers. Or trying to get connected with somebody in the entertainment world. You wanted to be there. You wanted to be there. Ain't nobody forced you. Ain't nobody raped you. Ain't nobody took advantage of you in no kind of way. Nobody mastermind manipulated you. You wanted to be there. Because you didn't leave until R. Kelly went to jail. If you didn't want to be there, you would have left before he went to jail. and left him alone so he could be safe. You wanted to be there. Lolita. And this is a lesson to all the young artists that are coming up in this entertainment thing. And you really haven't been into the dark and heavy stuff yet. This is what you got to watch out for. Guard your heart, your mind, your talent, and all your possessions. Because this is what's out there. And they give a lot of women that are innocent in the business, that are women who have been some kind of way survivors. I'm not going to say victims. Because if they don't want to come out and share their whole story, whatever, they don't have to, because that's between them and God. And that's between them and their God. But other than that, the survivors and the young women and everything that's being treated the way they are being treated in the industry is because of women like this. Like this. They don't make anything. Put it this way. They don't come to resolve anything. They come to cause conflict, confusion, and chaos. So I'm just saying, women that's in these women organizations, you got to be careful about how you're supposed to try to get your message out there for women to be the voice and to be heard for some of the things that may have happened to you as a survivor. These women don't help heal. They want to keep playing it in your face. These are the ones who bring all of that kind of attention to you. When you feed into this nonsense with them, with these women supposed to be out there for the rights for women and all this other stuff. Please, girl, you wanted to be in the entertainment world. Your family groomed you into it, and they went after they prey, which was R. Kelly. Because you got on the stage, the world stage, in your first interview with Gayle King, and you said, ain't nobody was holding you against your will. You even said it in this video. You don't hear nobody holding you against your will. You get to go out and do what you want to do. But you still allowing them to put R. Kelly name in some mess about you being a minor. You still trying to, run that game. You trying to play both sides. Well, I mean, I'm out here and I ain't nobody brainwashed me. R. Kelly was in jail. You was out there doing what you want to do. You had your body all up in the camera with your new artificial parts. Okay? They ain't gonna run no game on me, these little young girls. Ladies, watch your sons. Watch your sons, how you raising them, how you letting them see women. But be careful about your behavior too. Because this is disgusting. This is the swamp. Okay? This is the swamp that we gotta drain in our beautiful country of America. This is not what we raise our sons and daughters to be. When I say kings and queens, use your brains, not your body. And manipulation and doing evil things to hurt other people. Trying to go out and rob people out of their souls. Playing on souls. Evil, wicked, Jezebel. Going around setting up wealthy entertainer men. That's not cool. And then cry You are a victim? Girl, bye. Anyway, y'all, I just wanted to just share that with y'all this afternoon. I may come back with y'all later on. Let me just go and do something and then I'll check back with y'all later on. I just wanted y'all to give something to think about. This is like a replay. You know, these people think they playing and they don't know that they are being watched and preyed on themselves. And they are going to get what is coming to them for what they tried to do to ruin Robert Sylvester Kelly. So stay tuned.